I'm coaching an executive on a leadership team, and he came into one of our recent coaching sessions frustrated because the other members of the leadership team are getting defensive when he is sending emails. And instead of getting the problem solved or the information he needs, he's finding that they are coming back and saying, well, I don't know, and what do you mean, and sort of edgy and defensive. And he said to me, Darcy, I can't control how they respond. I'm sharing my message very directly and specifically. I can't control how they react to it. So that's what I want to just take a moment to explore today for our Thoughtfully Fit Thursday. I'm Darcy Loma, and thank you for joining me. What I find with our clients that I work with is that we all default to have a strength on the continuum from strong compassion and strong courage. A lot of times we fall somewhere along that continuum. And what I want to share with you is that they don't have to be on the opposite ends of an extreme. So in other words, I want you to think more like a soundboard, like a mixing board where you've got all the buttons. And when you put one button up, it doesn't mean that the others have to go down. You can actually put two buttons up. And so what we explored in the coaching is that he had high courage. He was very direct and very specific, saying what he needed. But where he needed to turn the volume up was on the compassion end, and then also on the curiosity end. And he realized that in his effort to be clear and direct, he was turning people off. It was not his intention, but that was the impact. How many times do you realize that how you're communicating is not being received in the way that you are intending? In this case, with this client, because he was so strong on the courage, he lost and forgot about the compassion. Hey, I want to reach out and ask you guys a tough question and get your opinion. I know that things are behind schedule and that you're overwhelmed, and I want to see if we can figure out how to move forward. So that could be just a soft startup that adds a little compassion instead of going right into the message. Why did you miss the deadline? We need our supply chain. Whatever that message is, that's very direct. And then the other piece that he realized was there was no curiosity. So he came in very direct, very bold, very courageous, but then didn't say, how do you see it? Or what do you think? Or what would be the next best step? Or what are the obstacles getting in the way? Or even, could we schedule a time to chat about this? And if you are strong on one of those three C's, it often means we have to work hard to be intentional and thoughtful on turning the volume up on the others that aren't as natural. So for me, I'm very high on compassion. That comes easily. Our strengths taken to the extreme can become a weakness. And so what I've had to work really hard on is I was so compassionate in my emails that I'm kind of like walking around the issue and beating around the bush, and there was no courage, or the courage you couldn't even see. There was no direct request or direct ask. And so it was very inefficient because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings or say something that might make them upset. And so for me, compassion was high. I had to dial up the courage. So the question I have for you today is, which of those on your soundboard mixer, I don't know if that's the right term, do you need to turn the volume up today? And take a moment before you hit send on that email. Pause and think, do I have courage? Am I stating my message directly with compassion so the other person can hear it? And is there curiosity to find out what their perspective is, how they see things? Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Give me some examples of either where you've done this really well or where you are challenged. And I also want to let you know that Thoughtfully Fit, the book, Your Training Plan for Life and Business Success, is going to be released on June 1st. So you can pre-order it now. The other thing you can do if you'd like is Thoughtfully Fit, as you know, if you've been watching or reading my blog, is all about the obstacles that get in the way of being high performing. After thousands of hours of coaching individuals, these are the top 6 hurdles. So if you want to find out which hurdle is your biggest, which one do you struggle most with, log on to thoughtfullyfit.com, take the quiz. It's about 2-minute quiz, and it'll spit out what hurdle is the biggest for you. And what's important about that is anytime you want to make change in your life, it always starts with new awareness. And so even the executive who came in, he's like, I can't change how others react. With that new awareness, he realized, oh, I can influence how others respond. I do have a role to play in how they react. Nope, I don't control them, not taking that on, but I do influence it. So I'd love for you to take that. And if you haven't yet, order the book. We're so excited. Thank you, everybody. Happy Thoughtfully Fit Thursday. Take care.